As you all know, men find super feminine women attractive. Now, I'm not saying you should be partially feminine and partially masculine. No. If you're a woman, you should be 100% feminine. That is like the most attractive thing men find in women. Femininity. A woman who is comfortable in her feminine nature. A woman who basically embodies feminine nature and who is comfortable being feminine. Because already men are masculine and opposites attract. There is no way that a man who is masculine will be attracted to a woman who is masculine too, because opposites attract. I can't be masculine and be attracted to someone who is masculine too. It's not possible. So for men to find you attractive and for you to be able to seduce as much men as you want, you must embody that traits or that habit of being 100% feminine. Now, what are those 5 feminine habits which can help you seduce any man you want, which men find super attractive in women? Number 1 of it is developing interest in the things which that man like. Okay, I'll give you guys, I assume that it is women who are watching my video. So I'll give you guys an example. Let's say I met this girl newly, and let's say that we got to know each other, and then we started, going out on dates and all those things. Then, naturally, this girl doesn't like football. She has no interest in football. She doesn't know any football club. And now I'm a football addict. I love watching football. My favorite club is Real Madrid. Then, all of a sudden, this girl starts developing interest in football. If I'm watching a football match, she would like to come and watch the match with me. She'll be asking me, who is this player? Who is this player? What's the score? All those things. Basically, she developed interest in watching football because she saw me watching football, or she thinks that since I like football, then there's something wrong in her also developing interest in football. Basically, she's doing all those things subconsciously. Some girls do this subconsciously. Like, they don't even know what they're doing, but they just want to have interest in whatever their man likes doing. They just want to become part of whatever their man loves doing. Men find this super attractive. That kind of girl, do you think I will stop liking her? Do you think I will ever stop liking her? No, unless she changes. But as long as she keeps developing interest in the things which I love doing, in my hobbies, in the things which make me happy, why the hell would I not value such a girl tremendously? Unlike when I'm dating a girl and I tell her that I like watching football, and she doesn't even care to know which club I'm supporting. She just doesn't want to be a part of anything football. Even though I told her that one of the things I enjoy doing the most is football. She just doesn't want to develop interest or have interest in it. Between these two girls, who do you think I would like more or I will find more attractive? It is the girl who develops interest in the things which interest me, in the things which I love doing. So one of the easiest ways to seduce the heart of any man is to develop interest in the things which that man loves doing. So let's say that you met a guy newly and you find him attractive, and you want him to find you super attractive to the point that he can't even let you go. One thing I would advise you to do is to find out the things which that guy loves doing and develop interest in them. Make him know that you have developed interest in them. Try to be a part of those activities with him. Try to keep him company when he's doing those things. And trust me, that man will cherish you. That man will love you so dearly that you'll be asking yourself, wow, can a man really love to this extent? I'm telling you the truth. Try this. Develop interest in the things which your man or the man you want, you find attractive, love doing. He will cherish you more. Or let's say that your man loves reading books. One of the things that makes him happy is reading books. One of the things you could do is buy him books. Start browsing on his best authors, finding the books that his best authors wrote. Buy him those books. Also try developing a habit of reading yourself, so that when he's trying to read, you can also join him to read. When he's reading, you can join him to read. Keep him company when he's doing those things he loves doing. And men love reciprocating. Once a man sees you are developing interest in the things which he loves, he will also develop interest. Most times, he will subconsciously develop interest in the things which you love doing. By that, you've used one stone to kill two birds. You've achieved one aim. You've achieved two goals with just one action by simply developing interest in what he loves doing. And before you know it, he develops interest in what you love doing too. The next thing which men find super attractive in women and which any woman can easily use to seduce any man she wants is being agreeable. Men love agreeable women. Now, I'm not saying you should agree with everything your man says, or not have your own opinions, or not have your own say, or not have your own mind. All I'm saying is that in most cases, you just have to agree, but subtly, in a very feminine, calm, cool way, in a very sweet way, with a very sweet voice. Also, chip in your own suggestions, chip in your own agreements, and chip in your own alternative solutions. For example, your man wants to do something this way, and you don't agree, and you don't like his own solution, you don't like his own method. You can tell him, babe, your idea sounds good, but see, I have a better option. Tell him those things, and if he finds it reasonable or better, he will go with it. Now, there are some women who, once they don't like what you said, or once they don't like your own idea, they'll start shouting, it's not this way, it's not that way. They will never agree with their man. They never agree with their man. There are some women who their biggest problem in this life is disagreeability. They never agree with their men. And why do you think that these men always leave you? Men men basically don't like being around women who are always disagreeable. That is a very masculine trait. A very masculine trait which men find repulsive in women. One of the easiest ways to make any man to like you is always being agreeable. Even if you don't agree, then agree to disagree, then you chip in your own suggestions. You don't need to shout. You don't need to always bluntly disagree with your man. Men have egos, and once you keep disagreeing with them, they will think, or they'll feel that, or they will have this impression that you basically want to dominate them. You basically want to feel that you are better than them. You basically want to, show them that you are better than them. And by doing so, you are puncturing their ego. You are puncturing their male ego. And men have big male egos, which if they feel it has been punctured, or you are trying to puncture it, they basically find you repulsive and unattractive. If you want men to find you attractive, be agreeable. Men love that shit. Be agreeable, be sweet. Even if you want to correct him in a very sweet, calm way. Why wouldn't a man love you? If a man is reasonable, he will cherish you till eternity. Because girls like you are rare. Most girls these days, due to all these feminism ideologies, want to always dominate their men with their own ideas. Men will run from you because men don't love or don't like or don't find those kind of women attractive. If you are trying to dominate your own ideas, your own suggestions on a man by always disagreeing with him, why the hell would that man stick with you? He will run, because men don't want to be fighting in their house every day. Men don't want to be fighting in their relationship every day. Men don't want to be fighting in their marriage every day. They want peace of mind. And one of the easiest ways to give a man a peace of mind is by being agreeable. Even if you don't agree with him, you can correct him. You can bring up your own suggestions in a very sweet, feminine, cool way. And the man will love you more. The next way to be able to seduce any man you want, to make your man love you more, and men find you super attractive, is being his biggest cheerleader. A man's life is hard, freaking hard. Now, if you want your man to love you more, cherish you more, and if you want to keep seducing your man to the point where he can no longer do without you, to the point where he's now so attached to you that he can't help it, then you have to be his biggest cheerleader. You have to be his biggest ego booster. When a man goes out into the world, he basically fights. Men fight every freaking day. Men fight to provide. Men compete with other men. The life of a man is hard, difficult, extremely difficult. Now, there are sometimes a man will come back home with his ego punctured, with his self-esteem destroyed. That is where you come in. Be his biggest cheerleader. When your man is down, or when a man is down, cheer him up. Tell him, babe, you can do it. Make him feel like a lion. Bring that lion in him. And the man will love you. If a man knows he has a woman who is always there for him, who supports him, who always cheers him up, even in his worst moments, who makes him feel like the man, even in moments where he doubts himself. Why the hell would he take you for granted? That man will go to the most extreme lengths for you. That man will do the impossible for you just to prove his love to you, because he loves you a lot and he cherishes you a lot. Men don't play with this kind of women. Men don't joke with this kind of women because they are rare to find. So if you want to keep seducing your man, you have to be his biggest cheerleader. If a man knows this, he won't joke with you. The next way to be able to seduce men, and the next thing which men find super attractive in women, is a woman or women who exude their femininity in their dressing, in their smell, in the way they talk, in the way they walk. See, come on. The first thing men notice in women is their looks. As a woman, if you cannot seduce a man with just your looks, you still have a long way to go in the art of male seduction. Seducing men is easy if you understand and if you implement these 5 strategies. You can get any man you want. Even if that man doesn't find you attractive enough, once you do these things, the man will be totally floored by you. He will have no control over his attraction for you. As a woman, you need to dress in a very sexy, feminine way. You need to smell well. You need to smell nice. One of the greatest female seducers in history was Queen Cleopatra of Egypt. She seduced Julius Caesar to the point where Julius Caesar stayed back in Egypt and nearly lost his kingdom of Rome, or his empire of Rome. Be a seducer. As a woman, you should exude your femininity in the way you dress. Dress seductively. I'm not saying you should dress as if you're basically a whore. No. You have to dress in a very respectable manner, but dress in a very hot way. Dress in a very gorgeous way. There are some women who don't expose their bodies, but if you see these women, you will find them instantly attractive. That's what I'm talking about. If a man sees you, every man should find you instantly attractive. If you walk past men, they should look back and be like, who is this gorgeous lady walking past me? Every man should feel that desire to approach you when they see you, because you exude femininity in the way you dress, in your smell, in the way you talk. You talk in a very sweet way, in a very calm way, with a very sweet voice. There are some days, I'm telling you guys now from personal experience, there are some days I'll be having a very bad day, and someone will call me, or my phone will ring, and if I pick it, I hear a very masculine voice. Hello. And due to how bad my day is going, or due to how angry I am, the anger will sharply increase because I had a very masculine voice. Because as a man, instinctively, by instinct, when I hear a masculine voice, one thing that comes into our mind, or one thing that comes into my mind is war, battle, competition. Because, men are naturally competitive with each other. But there are some days I'll be having a bad day, and my phone will ring, I'll pick it up, and I'll hear a very sweet, feminine voice. Hello. All the anger in me will disappear, because I've had a sweet, feminine voice that exudes femininity. I'll be totally floored by this voice. So as a woman, you need to exude femininity in the way you talk, in the way you walk, in the way you carry yourself, in the way you dress, in the way you smell. There are some women that you go near them, and due to how sweet they smell, you basically want to eat them up. Now, I'm not saying you should eat a woman up, but you basically feel that inner desire in you, inner urge in you to eat a woman up. That's a woman exuding femininity by the way she smells. Now, the next thing which you can use or which you can do to seduce as much men as you want, and which men find super attractive, is when you respect them. What men want the most from their women is not even love. No, a man can do without love from a woman. In fact, personally, I don't believe in love. I think love is great. Love is good. Love is awesome. But you have to understand that love is emotions, and emotions can fade. You can't rely on emotions. Emotions are not reliable when it comes to relationships and love, and marriage. So men don't really put much interest in love. What a man wants the most from his woman is respect. Men don't joke with respect. Men, right from history, right from the beginning of humankind, men have fought wars. Men have waged battles. Men have conquered, have killed, have slaughtered, have burnt down empires because of this disrespect. Men don't joke with respect. Lack of disrespecting a man can make a man do the most heinous and vicious things he himself would have never thought he could do because he was disrespected. Men have large egos, and one of the easiest ways to puncture this ego is by disrespecting him. He could go gagas, he could go mad, he could run mad, he could go on a killing spree, he could go on a destruction spree because someone disrespected him. Now, talk more of his woman. If you want to seduce a man entirely, if you want a man to love you till thy kingdom come, if you want a man to cherish you from the top of a mountain to the bottom, if you want a man to cherish you from the deepest part of an ocean to the topmost part, you have to respect him and you have to appreciate all his little efforts. When a man is doing for you certain things, when a man is trying to make you happy, buying you stuff, doing you this, because naturally men are providers. If a man is dating a woman, if a man is married to a woman, he will always try to make the life of that woman better by struggling. The reason why men go out every day to work hard, the reason why men go out every day to die while working, the reason why men take all the risk they take in this life is not because of themselves. 90% of the money men make, they don't spend it on themselves. They don't spend it on themselves. It's always the children, their wife, the children, their wife, and the society, their family members, their relatives. 90% of the money they make doesn't go to, they don't spend it on themselves. Check it out. The wife of every billionaire, the wife of every millionaire, the wife of every man doing well for himself is always the one who spends is always the one who spends much of the money that the husband makes. Men don't believe in being too extravagant. Most men don't believe in being too extravagant. They just make the money so that the people around them can be comfortable. A man is comfortable making like 100,000 naira every month. He'll be comfortable. But due to the fact that he has to marry, he has children, he has responsibilities, he has this and that, he has to work harder, take more risk, do this and do that, just to provide for those around him. So if a man is doing all these things, no matter how little he's like he does for you, appreciate him. If a man feels appreciated, he will do more. He will take more risk. He will basically hustle more to give you a better life. So as a woman, what I'm telling you today is appreciate every little thing that your man is doing for you, and he will do more. Because men, if a man feels appreciated, if a man feels that, okay, this girl is showing me gratitude and appreciation for this little one I'm doing, I'm going to go extra mile for her. I'm going to do more. I'm going to break more barriers just to give her a better life. Because I know that if I keep doing this, she'll keep showering me with praises. She'll keep showering me with respect. She'll keep showering me with, all the praises she heaps on me. So if you apply all this, I guarantee you, every man will become too easy to seduce. You must do these 5 things I've mentioned. Do it, and trust me, men will become too easy for you to seduce, and men will find you super, super, super attractive. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video so that YouTube can push it out more to more women, so they can listen and hear these secrets. The secrets, in fact, I should change the title of this video to the secrets to getting any man you want. So subscribe to the channel, ask your questions, or let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.